Osteoporosis. Now, osteoporosis is a musculoskeletal disorder, and this osteoporosis, the word itself is coming here, osteo and porosis. Osteo refers to the bone, and it means porous bones. That is, the bones are very fragile or very weak in the case of osteoporosis. So what happens when the bones is excessively weak or porous? Usually there is increased risk of fracture. Okay, so remember, osteoporosis simple term is, it means porous bones, or bones are excessively weak here. So as I have told, osteoporosis refers to porous bone, and it is a metabolic bone disorder. And it is characterized by loss of bone density. There is increased bone fragility, that is, bone becomes excessively weak, and because of that there is increased risk of bone fracture. Okay, so it is a condition in which there is loss of bone density here. Okay, that is decreased minerals such as calcium, phosphorus is seen in the bone, so that is why it is referred as loss of bone density. And bone fragility is increased, means bones are becoming very weak. Okay, and person is having very low bone mass. Very low bone mass, it is referred as osteopenia, that is loss of bone density. Okay, osteopenia means loss of bone density. So we'll move on to the definition of osteoporosis. It is a very important topic which usually is asked for 5 marks. Now, osteoporosis or bone or porous bone, it is a fragile bone disorder which is chronic, it is progressive metabolic bone disease which is characterized by low bone mass. There is deterioration of the bone tissue, the bone becomes excessively fragile, so there is increased risk of fracture. So I'll just explain to you here. So as I told, osteoporosis is a porous bone condition. The bone itself is porous. Okay, and since the bone becomes very weak, the name has come as fragile bone disorder. It is present for a long duration of time, and it is progressive also. Okay, osteoporosis is progressive in nature, and it is characterized by these three things. One is low bone mass. Okay, low bone mass may result in osteopenia, where there is loss of bone density. Okay, low bone mass will result in osteopenia, where there is loss of bone density and there is deterioration of the bone tissue. And the bone is very weak or fragile, which will make it increase risk of fracture. So this is the definition. What is the cause of osteoporosis? Now mainly osteoporosis happens when you are taking less intake of calcium and vitamin D in your diet. Okay, now your diet is not having correct intake of calcium, vitamin D, you will surely get osteoporosis. If you take less amount of phosphorus, that time also it will result in osteoporosis. Men who have increased smoking, cigarette smoking, can result in osteoporosis. Or people who are excessively drinking alcohol, if they have got a sedentary lifestyle, okay, where there is no much physical activity, physical inactivity is there, no exercises are there, that time also you are increased risk of osteoporosis. And lack of exposure to sun. We know that early morning exposure to sun will provide us with vitamin D. So lack of exposure to the early morning sunlight, that also will result in sometimes osteoporosis. Certain medications, when you are on medications like steroids, heparin or phenytoin, which is an anti-seizure drug, these drugs may result in osteoporosis. Or excessive intake of coffee. Coffee is having caffeine, so that will also result in osteoporosis. Some other risk factors are there. When we have compared the gender, it is seen that females are more prone to get osteoporosis. Now, why females are more prone to get osteoporosis? The first reason is menopause. So, after menopause, estrogen deficiency occurs. Estrogen is less. So, what happens is females can get osteoporosis. And one more reason why females get is females may take less intake of calcium or vitamin D in their diet, and they also have less bone mass. Okay, females have less bone mass, and they also have low body weight. Okay, and along with that, pregnancy and breastfeeding, in that case what happens is the fetus requires more amount of vitamin D and calcium, so females also here are at increased risk of osteoporosis. Next risk factor is advancing age. As age advances, the risk of developing osteoporosis increases. Family history of osteoporosis. Okay, so if your parents are suffering with osteoporosis, there is high risk that you people can also develop osteoporosis. Next is endocrine disorders. If you have got diabetes or any thyroid disorders, that time also there is increased risk of osteoporosis. Next is prolonged immobility. A person who doesn't perform lot of exercises or who is remaining in the bed for a longer period of time, they are also at increased risk of osteoporosis. Next is pregnancy and lactation. That also already we have discussed. Then if you have got any associated medical conditions like diabetes mellitus, dementia, anemia, in these cases what happens? You can be at increased risk of osteoporosis. So these are the same causes: excess intake of salt, unhealthy lifestyle like taking lot of soft drinks, no exercises, alcohol, smoking, caffeine, all those are the causes. Next is now pathophysiology of osteoporosis. So already I told this is a normal bone. This is a condition which is referred as osteopenia. Osteopenia, I already told you. Osteopenia means there is loss of bone density or there is low bone mass. So that will cause osteoporosis, and if it is progressing, it will result in severe osteoporosis. So in osteoporosis, I already discussed in the definition also, there is low bone mass. Okay, so there is loss of bone density also. Okay, when there is low bone mass, there is loss of bone density, that is called osteopenia, deterioration of bone matrix and diminished bone strength. Okay, so due to all the etiological causes like calcium deficiency or vitamin deficiency, menopause, age, diet, all this will result in low bone mass. Okay, it will result in loss of bone density, osteopenia will occur, and because of that the bone becomes excessively fragile. So there is increased risk of fractures. Whenever you get very little trauma also, you will directly get or land up into fracture because of this osteoporosis. What are the clinical manifestations or signs and symptoms of osteoporosis? So the major signs and symptoms are: the person can have loss of curvature of the spine. Okay, like there can be kyphosis or lordosis may develop in the person. Pain may be present, especially back pain, or pain may be increased when they are lifting heavy objects or when they are bending. Immobility will be there. Because of the pain, they may not be able to move, or they may not be able to perform range of motion exercises. Bruising may be there, low self-esteem, decreased activity or decreased range of motion exercise, shortened height. The bones will be very, very weak and brittle, that is fragile. So there is increased risk of fractures in these patients. How to diagnose osteoporosis? Now, most of the time, to diagnose osteoporosis, we have to perform blood investigations, history collection, physical examination, urine analysis, X-ray, CT scan, and MRI. So, there is one more technique that is referred as dual energy X-ray absorptiometry, that is called as DEXA. Okay, so in DEXA, you will be asked to lay on the table, and then legs are positioned on the padded box, and then the image of the spine and the hip will be taken. That is referred as DEXA, that is dual energy X-ray absorptiometry. It is mainly done to rule out bone mineral density. This is a figure again. So they can detect this is a normal bone, this is the osteoporotic bone. Low bone mass is there in the patient. This is also the figure of DEXA. How to treat osteoporosis? Treatment of osteoporosis is mainly done by medical management. So under pharmacological management, you need to give some drugs. The first drug that we give is bisphosphonates. Now bisphosphonates, they will increase bone density and they will reduce the risk of fracture also. Example is calcitonin. You can also give vitamin D, calcium, magnesium, zinc supplements. Okay, the recommended daily dose of calcium is 1000 mg per day, and the daily dose of vitamin D that is usually given for adults is 400 to 800 international units. So supplements of vitamin D, calcium, magnesium and zinc can be given. Other than that, calcitonin already we have discussed. This drug is will improve the bone mass and it also controls the pain. Next is estrogen or hormonal therapy. Now this is only done for menopausal women, where you will be supplementing with the estrogen hormone or progesterone hormone will be given. So that will reduce the risk of osteoporosis. Okay. It will not completely prevent, it reduces the risk of osteoporosis and fracture. Next is the nursing management regarding diet. Now diet plays a very important role in osteoporosis. We need to provide the patient with calcium, vitamin D rich food, magnesium, zinc. All these food supplements are essential. So tell the patient to take more amount of milk, at least 1 to 2 glasses of milk, cheese, dairy products, fish, steamed broccoli, spinach, turnips. Okay, all these are rich sources of calcium, so that can be advised. Along with that, vitamin D rich food also can be taken. Exposing to sunlight, that is also very healthy. Okay, so these are some examples of the food that can be taken by a person with osteoporosis. Next, some other points are there. If there is pain, we can provide with analgesics and NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Non-pharmacological measures like diversional therapy, acupressure, where you are applying pressure to a certain part of the body to reduce the pain, that can be done. Or excess of pain is there, you can provide pain relief to the patient by hot fomentation or ice application. Then teach the patient to maintain good body mechanics while they are sitting or standing and walking. Then in between periods of activity, provide the patient with adequate rest. Okay, and provide them with the assistive devices like canes or walkers if they require. Then mild to moderate exercises should be taught to the patient. Now exercises will improve the bone mass and also helps in strengthening, bone strengthening. Okay, and if the person is very obese, they have to reduce the body weight. When a person has osteoporosis, they should avoid sudden bending, lifting heavy objects, okay, or twisting the body unnecessarily. Then early morning they can sit outside for receiving the sunlight. Tell the patient to take more of fiber rich food. Then increasing oral fluids, 2 to 3 liters of water. Tell them to limit alcohol and to quit smoking. Tell the patient not to take excess of tea, coffee or chocolates. Regular physical exercise is essential. Tell them to take good amount of vitamin C in the diet. Fruits, green leafy vegetables can be consumed. A well balanced diet is very essential. Along with that, physiotherapy will be given by physiotherapist. Then tell the patient to avoid carbonated beverages like soda. Lifestyle modification, that is they have to perform or change the lifestyle, especially reducing stress by breathing exercises or yoga. A person with osteoporosis, especially if there is an elderly patient, you have to prevent falls, because if there is fall, there is increased risk of fracture here. So avoiding wet floor, then removing all the torn carpets or clutters and all should be removed from the house. And along with that, to avoid or reduce fall, you can provide them with walking aid like a cane or walker can be given to the patient. Then remove all the loose wires and cables, because if there are wires and cables on the floor, they may trip and they may fall down. In the bathroom also, you can keep or install with the rods or grab bars so that they can hold the bars and they can walk. And you should also provide with non-skid mats near the sink and tub so that they will not fall down when there is water. Then tell the elderly person to always avoid lifting heavy objects and to wear comfortable shoes. Next is complications of osteoporosis. Now, complications are increased risk of fracture, bone deformity. It may result in osteoarthritis, bone cancers, fracture of the hip or knee or of the spine, and patient can also have chronic pain because of the loss of bone mass. Okay, these are some other things that will prevent osteoporosis in women. Taking calcium rich food, vitamin D rich food, weight bearing exercises should be performed, reduce alcohol, quit smoking, take the medications regularly like calcium supplements and all, and check for the risk factors. Nursing diagnosis of osteoporosis: impaired physical mobility related to pain, risk for injury related to altered mobility, situational low self-esteem related to chronic illness, acute pain related to inflammation of the joints, or acute pain related to low bone mass, okay, imbalanced nutrition, less than body requirement related to anorexia, risk for constipation related to immobility, deficient knowledge related to progressing condition. So these are the nursing diagnoses. So this is all about osteoporosis.